All right, so moving onward to our next session on conversational AI and chatbots, enhancing your customer's digital age journey. Introducing our thought leader, Mr. Abiesh Jose, Head of Customer Service Quality at ESAF Small Finance Bank. Mr. Jose is an experienced professional with a background in banking and IT, with roles ranging from cluster head at ICICI Bank to head of customer service quality at ESAF Bank. They have a strong track record in managing operations, implementing CRM solutions. A huge round of applause for Mr. Abiesh Jose.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Is it too loud? Okay. So, today I'm here to discuss on the topic conversational AI and chatbots. I don't think I am a better expert than any one of you sitting here to discuss on the topic because even I have come here to learn along with you. So let me just try to bridge the gap between what we are going to learn and then move to some of the topic items. Let me ask you a question, simple question. Why are we here? Why are we here? Huh? Of course, learn something to do our business better. We all are part of either some business of our own or we are part of a business where we are a part of as an employee. So when we say do our business better, what is the most important factor in doing the business better? I would say the customer centricity. All business, whether it be product or service or anything, until and unless you have this core competency of customer centricity, sooner or later you will fail. So let us look at some of the aspects of this customer centricity. Though we say it is in a single word, customer centricity, there are a lot of challenges behind this. First and foremost, understanding the customer preferences. Gone are the days when we were looking at product centricity where a company or organization creates a product and trying to search the customers or the target crowd to sell it. That is gone. Now you need to chase behind the customers and understand what they need in order to make profit and sell your business. Recommend products and services based on their preferences. The customer preferences are ever changing. And during this digital era, I mean, you don't know. Newer and newer things are coming up and the preferences are changing, not even every day, maybe every moment. Know the real-time needs and suggest personal products. That's what I told, like, something I preferred yesterday may not be my preference today. So it might change. So how are we going to the evolving customer expectations? The customer expectations are so high, the customer is expecting to know him. Customer is always saying, know me. He don't have the time to explain who am I, what I need. The customers are expecting organization to understand their needs and accordingly show me that that is the next one. Show me that you know me. It is not just enough that you understand, know the customer, but the customer is expecting that we have to show them that the organization. That's where the customer loyalty starts. Customer should have a feeling, yes, this organization understands me, understand my needs, what I need, how I need, and they are ready to cater to that. Do it yourself. Many a times the customer is expecting some kind of facilities, especially from a banking side. When I come from a bank background, the customers are expecting many things should be a self-service. At least some of the people sitting here who are of little old might understand how was the banking 15 years back and how is it now. I do not know if I ask you a question, when was the last time you went to your bank branch for transaction? Hardly anybody will say that I went last year or 2 years or 3 years. We don't need to because the facilities are given to do it ourselves. Do it with me. That's a kind of co-assisted or co-piloted experiences, whether it be right from your account opening, This is where the technologies what we are speaking about, the conversational AI, chatbots are coming into the picture. And do it for me. Many things customers are expecting in such a way like, you know my need and I don't need to tell you, but do it for me. Going forward, how the conversational AI helps in this. Anytime, anywhere accessibility. You remember, sometimes I try to connect some things with a banking side, being a banker. Customers may be reaching out to the relationship manager to get a help, to buy a new product. But the practical difficulties you understand. A relationship manager is a individual who might be catering to many customers. So when you are trying to reach out to this relationship manager, that point of time he might be interacting with somebody else and he will say, I'll call you back. Chances are there he might miss out a call back. But look at the capabilities of artificial intelligence. They are available 24/7. Maybe after your work, sitting at your couch in the evening, watching a movie, you can do your transaction, you can buy your product. The kind of convenience that is bringing by this conversational AI allows personalization. Especially the buzzword here is the hyper-personalization. Earlier, the personalization the organization which was trying to do is like trying to understand the customer by his previous purchases, previous transactions, previous needs, and trying to suggest something. But now, that is gone. Customers are expecting real-time understanding the context and then give sensitive suggestions to the customers. So, the customers feel that the organizations understand you better. That brings the kind of loyalty to the customers. Better customer experience. As I told earlier, when it was a relationship manager, the kind of experience you were getting is you have to wait for his time and availability. But here, with the help of this conversational AI, what is happening is like at your time, at your convenience, the organization is there for to help you. Not only that, the standard, for example, let me just try to put an example. If it is a relationship manager, he is a human being. Maybe in the morning he had a fight with his spouse and he is coming to the office. For whatever reason you are calling, you might get a share of it. But look at the experience what you are getting from the system. It doesn't have such, I heard that in some places, yes, people are looking for spouses who are artificial AI bots. But to the best of our understanding, at least in India, we have human spouses. So what I'm trying to tell you is like those kind of human weaknesses are overcome by this capable bots. Better cost efficiency. So the kind of scalability which is available with these bots, it is not just one person at a time. You can handle, depending upon the scalable system you have, you can handle n number of hundreds or even thousands of customers you can cater simultaneously. So the scalability of your organization, the scalability of the experience the customers are getting so high. Optimal data collection. So when it is human beings, what happened was like you try to ask questions, prop questions, so many things, you have to beat around the bush. But when it comes to intelligent systems, they will collect only the required data to the point. They don't need to beat around the bush. So it saves a lot of time, higher efficiency. The kind of impact that is brought by these kind of bots is so huge. So I believe everybody sitting here knows what is conversational AI. Conversational AI is a technology that receives human speech or text and then interprets it by the system using advanced analytical tools and then responds using natural language programming. So it uses a lot of advanced dialogue management tools like automatic speech recognition, natural language processing, machine language. So with all these algorithms, the system tries to understand you better than a human person could do. Not only that, the system will travel with you. It will be assisting you throughout. Unlike a relationship manager or traditional method, what happens is like the person who understands if he leaves the organization. For example, a branch manager, earlier days, the customers mostly associated with the branch managers. The branch manager in a bank or any organization leaves, they feel like they are orphaned. They don't feel that they are that much connected to this organization. But with the advancement of the technology, with the required data is available with the system, it intelligently interprets, understands, and real-time suggests. It is totally independent of the person. It is completely working with the realities of the data available at real time. It, again, gathering information from the social media. There is a small pitfall here. The problem, the challenge we might face is like gathering too much of information might at times contradict the privacy policies. But like, as you know, if any new law comes to a country, always we find required reasons, and within the borderline, we can find out ways of gathering information and doing the matching the needs. So, how this conversational AI and chatbots help you? It helps you to recommend the products and services based on their preferences. It understands your preferences much better than a human being, because it is gathering, as I told, it is gathering information from your transactions, your behavior, your searches. I don't need to give you example. We all experience. Sometime back, I was thinking of purchasing a new car. I started searching in Google. Within few days, I started getting pop-ups from different e-com sites for the additional accessories, for the additional capabilities, for the additional coating of paint. So they have understood my need and trying to cater to my need. Real-time suggestion of personalized products. It is no more waiting for you to explain and tell what you need. It suggests on the go, while you are searching itself, or while you are browsing, or while you are interacting itself. These systems are understanding you, traveling with you, and making you comfortable. So one of the key benefit is customer loyalty. You see that you purchase on, especially Amazon, you purchase something, you see that follows you. Even if you just inquire, you see that the system follows you. It gives preferences, it gives choices, and it gives the right kind of suggestions. So today, along with you, each one of you, we are here to learn, understand, and adapt these technologies to the requirements. So from the benefits, what we have understand is that the conversational AI, the benefits are many, and it increases with time. So one final piece of advice to you: if you want to be better than the rest, I would rather say there is no other better day to make your choice for a digital transformation using the conversational AI capabilities. We have our dear friends from various organizations. So I once again thank you, Gain Skills, for this opportunity. Thank you. Any specific questions?
Do we have any Q&A? We can encourage at least one Q&A. Yes, please.
get all these information and insights. But sometimes as a customer, don't you feel so a customer would definitely get irritated at some point of time, having seen some of the time the customer does not have a mood to see what they want to see. So is there anything you would like to say on that particular perspective? It is, I know there is a privacy setting, people can go, but not, but anybody, everybody is educated, because here we are talking about customers from all segments. AI is touching every life. So anything from that side?
So, certain areas, it's like when it comes to marketing, whether it be human being or whether it be system, at times the suggestions might irritate you. We can't help it. But what the studies are saying is that only if you open up the opportunities to the customer to think about that, only then they will come back with a requirement to buy it. So if you don't inform the customers, chances of selling are less. So some similarities between human being and the systems are that certain things we have to follow the process. Yes, I do understand at times it might irritate us, but for the organizations, there is no other choice but to inform the customers. So even you and me working in an organization, until and unless you inform the customer, we are, but I'll tell you, to a great extent, they are not just out of the blue throwing out something. They would have studied something about the customer, some of the preferences, some of the transactions, some of the scenarios. So chances are very less that it irritates much compared to human being, rather than somebody calling you up and say that, sir, I'm from so and so organization, shall I? But I believe like these kind of intelligent systems are better than the human beings. But we have to go a long way. It is not that everything is done. The system itself, the conversation itself, it is getting trained up, understanding the customer. Maybe first time it makes a mistake, next time it learns from that experience and try to make a better preference next time.
Thank you, Abiesh. I think it's a highly debatable thing, because it is
Yes.
sometimes a reinforced purchase also, which the
Right.
customers will ultimately get onto, because
Yes.
the similar products would be visible.
Yes, you are
Thank
right.
you for your time. Thanks.
Thank you. We have a question from you.
Thank you. A nice and refresher session related to AI enlightens us again what needs to be done and what not. My question is for you, and my fellow colleague also asked a relevant question. It was more of related to hyper personalization. While it helps us to avoid the choice paralysis, but also sometimes enforces us to limit our choices. My question is, could you share some case study? How did you enhance the digital customer experience when it came to your banking customer care?
So earlier I was working with ICICI. I moved out of ICICI way back in 2010 when these things are not that prominent. Now I am working with ESAF Small Finance Bank, wherein it's a new bank, wherein the technologies and things are, we are in the move of getting it. So if you frankly ask me, we have not adopted all the latest technologies. We are only on the move. So personally, I would say with the current organization, we are yet to adopt most of the things. We are on the learning phase. We are doing a kind of mass transformation in our technology area, and then we have invited many of the master system integrators for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like, if we have any further Q&A, I request to please take it in the networking break. Thanks a lot, Mr. Abiesh Jose, for sharing your knowledge on conversational AI and chatbots. To do the felicitation, I request Ms. Pallavi Ram, Customer Experience Lead at Bangalore International Airport, to please join us on the dais. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Abiesh Jose, Head of Customer Service Quality at ESAF Small Finance Bank.